Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are the XoneBros. This is podcast number 120.
Oh, dear.
And for the first time ever, that's right, the first time ever,
we are
live streaming via Facebook.
Facebook, yeah. If we can get this working correctly, I think so.
And as always, whenever we do something new, it usually makes things a little bit hectic before the show.
Yes.
This is podcast number 120. We are your positive gaming and Xbox One community.
Woo!
Ooh, yes, we are.
Yes.
Yes, we are. As always, I am joined by the bros, the XoneBros. First and foremost, he often wonders how often he's narrowly avoided death without even noticing it. It's Mr. McSpicy, Mark Haywood.
Yeah, that's actually very true. There's times when I have noticed and I have no idea why I'm still alive.
And you're like scared. Give me an example. Do you have an example off the top of your head?
I've like almost drowned
I've got. Oh, you've almost drowned?
like a million times. I'm terrible. You
can't
think this body would be naturally buoyant?
You can't
It
swim.
isn't.
You're just not a
No,
good
I
swimmer?
can. It's just I've had just bad experiences.
Oh, okay.
Why? What
Okay.
were you gonna say?
I was at like a Boy Scout camp when I was like in 6th grade, and some kid, we made like a huge bonfire. All the adults were asleep, you know,
Yeah.
ginormous bonfire, and some kid pushed me, like thinking they were funny, into the fire, and I like remember falling straight into the fire, and somehow I rolled out of it, like before I hit the fire.
Like a action movie
oh
dodge.
yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
like
nice.
Matrix in midair, just
Dodge this.
dodge this. Second,
funny.
he literally gets re-pissed about situation when he thinks about them again. It's Jordan the man, Jordan Paskett.
Hi, everyone.
Yes. Tell us what you were angry about today. Go ahead. Diablo.
Oh yeah. So I've been playing Diablo here and there a little bit, right? Because I like that game. And what bothers me, so there's seasons on Diablo on the PC,
And they're quite fun.
Yeah, which seasons are really cool. And it would be cool to have them on the console, but they're not on the console because the console, Blizzard has said, because basically the console can go offline.
Sure.
So basically cheaters and stuff like that go offline, come online, do their whole big thing, right? And cheat, right? So they don't have seasons on the console. On the PC, there's seasons because the PC game is always online. You have to actually log in to the server and then go and play Diablo, right?
And that's what enables.
So people are complaining that there's no seasons, right? But those same people were also complaining that about the always online devices and always online games and this and that, right? And the thing is like they both have legitimate arguments, right? But if you're going to complain about one thing, don't complain about the consequences that come with
Amen,
that
brother.
thing, right?
Amen.
So like for example, offline or always online has its disadvantage of when you go out with your friends or you're up at a cabin or something like that, you can't play because you have to be connected. So that,
Sure.
That sucks, right? But always online has its benefits of, or has it, has its always being online has its benefits of stuff like seasons. And competitive play and different stuff like that,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So it just bothers me that like it's okay to complain that there's no seasons on Xbox One, which I mean that sucks. I wish there was, but don't complain if you're the same person that complained about it having,
I understand.
always online. You know what I mean?
So before the show, Jordan was like yelling at us about this, like it was a major rant. So he literally gets re-pissed about these reoccurring situations and
So
complaints.
it
he
just
sees
bothers
online.
me that. Well, and then I saw a comment like, "Well, they did ranked with Overwatch, but Overwatch is online. You log in yet again. It's on, anyway."
So moral of the story: be informed.
Yeah,
If you want to complain.
Don't complain about always online or this and that, right? If you're going to complain about the consequences or advantages that come with it. Right?
Amen. And last but not least, have you seen my self-esteem? Where'd it go? I'm X1. We're the X1 Pros. I don't think there's any house items this week. Sign up for the newsletter. We just dropped a most recent newsletter, XoneBros.com. I think there's a tab on our website called newsletters. So sign up for that if you want to stay in touch, stay in the loop. And a big thank you to everyone who supports us on Patreon, as always. If you haven't yet supported the show, head over to XoneBros.com, click support the show, and support us. Everything helps make us a better podcast. And we're going to take over the world. Positive gaming, taking over the world, one listener at a time. The Ark Survival server is the North America 453 server. We are the Alpha Tribe on that server, I am informed by the one and only Shebrew. We are the Alpha Tribe.
That's fantastic news.
That is. And if you want to catch up on everything that is happening in the community, check out the forums. Go sign up for the forums, XoneBros.com/forums, to watch the show live. Facebook Live. It's our brand new thing. Also, Twitch. We're always on Twitch. Always. Go check us out there. And with that, let's get this show on the road. Jordan, what's happening in the world that is Xbox One this week, my friend?
A few things.
Oh, yeah. It kind of seemed like a slow news week to me, but every time it seems like a slow news week, stuff always comes up.
Slower than last week. Everybody's at Comic-Con this week.
Oh.
That's why. So.
Do you like Comic-Con?
Mm-hmm.
If you could change one thing about Comic-Con, what would it be?
I don't know. It
The
would be
price?
cheaper, yeah. Cheaper. Be a lot cheaper.
Yeah. We should all go to Comic-Con.
Yeah, it's fun. I've
be a
been
good
there.
time.
So.
Very nice. Okay.
But
so
anyway,
what's
let's start out with hardware, like we
Ooh.
used to. So first off, the Xbox One S arrives August 2nd. 2 terabytes, white, slim. My favorite feature is the power brick inside. Yeah,
That is nice.
so just cord to the TV, cord to the wall.
HDR,
HDR, yes.
4K.
4K streaming too,
Oh.
if your streaming provider allows that.
Yeah.
So very cool. Coming out August 2nd, and of course there's going to be the range of all the Xbox One S's. 2 terabyte being, I think, the highest, and then going down from there, you got your 500, all that good stuff.
That's only just over a week away.
Yep.
Are
Coming
you
going to
be getting an Xbox?
I really
One?
want one. It's got all the cool features like the power brick on the inside, HDR, but I don't have the HDR capable.
Yeah, I
TV,
think so. I was
and really, Gears of War is the only game that's using
yeah.
it right
well,
now.
I was wondering this: do more PC monitors have HDR?
Probably.
McSpicy, do you know?
What's the question?
Do more PC monitors than televisions have HDR?
Yeah, is that more common? Because I'm loving playing on my monitor. I got a 27-inch monitor. It just seems crisper.
I just don't think it's that common yet.
HDR even?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You have a lot more 4K footage
Monitors.
video on monitors
Sure.
versus TVs right now. But
Sure.
yeah, HDR. I mean, I know a little bit, but not a lot. But I don't think it's super. I think Xbox is just stepping in before
Before
the
it
hit.
hits.
Just hey,
Yeah,
it
okay.
can do this.
I mean, TVs are out there, but they're
Sure.
super expensive,
Yeah.
and
Sure.
all that stuff.
Yeah. So also the IR blaster being on the Xbox One S, and the new controller that comes with it, with the proprietary Wi-Fi to connect to the Xbox and the Bluetooth to connect to your computer.
Oh, I
so
like that.
one controller, both places.
Yeah.
Very
It's beautiful.
cool. So in addition to the Xbox One S coming August 2nd, we also have the Gears of War
Yeah.
Xbox One S limited edition 2 terabyte console. This
This looks awesome.
is a cool console. It's red
It's red and gritty.
It's red.
and gritty, and those are actual claw marks in the console. They're
Yeah,
not
don't
just
they,
like
don't
decals.
they like burn them on?
Yeah, they're like
with
laser
lasers?
etched
Yeah.
in, yeah.
Oh, it's so cool.
So it comes with its custom controller as well, and this console is a 2 terabyte console. It's the Gears of War bundle, the Xbox One S Gears of War 4 bundle. It features they call it the battle weathered console and controller. So it's seen battle,
Oh.
and it looks like it has.
It does.
So, but
There's,
in a
like,
cool
mud
way,
on
like
it.
yeah. So
and blood.
but it's going to come with the 2 terabyte hard drive, obviously the Ultra HD video, the high dynamic range, which is the HDR, all that stuff.
It's
we
the
talked
1S.
about. Yeah,
It's
it's
a
the
red-
1S.
it's a red 1S.
It's a red 1S, yeah. With some scratch marks and
With the
stuff
gear
on it.
symbol on it.
But the cool part is it's going to include the full game download, not a physical copy, download of the Gears of War Ultimate Edition.
Oh, okay.
Gears of War 4 Ultimate Edition. So this is going to come with
Wait,
the
wait.
season pass.
Gears of War. The first
Gears
one.
of
Ultimate
no,
Edition?
no, sorry, yeah, it's Gears of War 4
Only.
Ultimate Edition.
Only the Gears of War 4.
Only the
Okay,
Gears
okay.
of War 4,
I mean,
yeah.
not only, but the
Yeah,
Gears of
but
War. Okay.
just Gears of War 4. It's called Gears of War 4 Ultimate Edition for Xbox One and Windows 10.
Oh, okay.
Right? So, because this is going to be a part of the Play Anywhere program.
First play anyway.
With early access to the game. Remember, if you pre-order the game, you do get early access.
Yeah.
This includes that early access. Also, exclusive in-game items, which they showed some skins off for some characters and your usual pre-order stuff. In addition to the season pass, and they say much more.
Oh.
So.
Ooh, much more. What's behind
So
that curtain?
basically, it's your typical game console bundle. Comes with all the juicy stuff that you want.
Nice.
So very
Cool.
very cool,
Very cool.
very cool.
Yes.
So be sure to check that one out if you want that one. pre-order it now
I'm
because
sorry.
they say
It's surprising his computer is just going to town over there.
It just likes to just say diddle-a-doo.
if you
Sorry.
do want this special edition Gears of War bundle,
Sure.
be sure to pre-order it because they are saying that there is only a limited amount of these. It's not going to be kind of like a general thing. It's going to be pretty limited. So I mean, if you want one, you can pre-order it and you'll get one. But kind of after that,
It's an actual limited
Yeah.
edition.
yeah, it's not going to
I
be
like
like
it.
I'll go to the store and buy it the week after. It's
Yeah.
kind of a limited edition. It's available October 7th because of the via the early access for the game and everything. So
Yeah.
be sure to pick it up. Very,
Very nice.
very cool. All right, moving into software. Worms WMD All Stars pre-order edition is now available for.
Yeah, and this looks awesome. Did you see? Did anyone watch the trailer for this? I posted the trailer
Yeah.
earlier this week.
Yeah, it's a Worms game.
It's a Worms game.
Cool.
It's amazing,
I love the Worms games.
dude.
Who
So
doesn't?
fun, and
It's-
this looks
it's,
like it will not disappoint.
It's a basic formula that just is always fun to play.
It is,
Strategy, comedy,
and
what
this
more
is
could you ask
this is
for?
the Worms WMD All Stars
Of all things.
pre-order edition. It's now available. Of course, it's in the title, but it's now available for pre-order and digital download on the Xbox One. We also got Overcooked, now available for digital pre-order and download on the Xbox One, and Ninja Pizza Girl is available
Oh.
as of right now for the Xbox One.
Ninja Pizza Girl?
Ninja Pizza Girl.
Now that's a
You're
winning combination.
Three
as
things
well.
that I love: ninjas, pizzas, and girls.
Nice.
It is a platforming game, and I am sure you can guess what it's about just by the title. You're a Ninja Pizza Girl in platforming. It's the supreme platform with a deep dish message. so.
Awesome.
So anyway, that is now available. We also have I can't even pronounce that.
Maldita Castilla.
Maldita Castilla. There's a new game out for the Xbox One.
The
Maldita
Cursed Castle.
Castilla, the Cursed Castle,
Yes.
is now available for Xbox One. Be sure
Very
to
nice.
check that one out. Also, Coast of the Seven Godsends Redux.
Yeah.
We talked about this last week. It's now available. So be sure to check that one out. That one actually looks pretty fun, too. So we also got 10 Second Ninja. A lot of ninjas this week. 10 Second Ninja X now available for Xbox One.
Fun times.
All right.
Pretty cool.
The fastest ninja. It says you're the fastest ninja who ever lived.
Yes. We also have
That sounds good. That sounds real good.
Sword Coast Legends
Yes,
now
we
available
do.
for Xbox One. That is actually a fun game. We got a chance to play it
We got a
yesterday.
chance to play it last night on the Couch Cast. Let me tell you, you might be asking yourself, what is Sword Coast Legends? Let me tell you. You know Dungeons and Dragons, the tabletop game? It's that, kind of, but on a console co-op.
Okay.
It's like the ultimate co-op role-playing game, in my
You
opinion.
played it with us, Mark.
I know.
Oh, okay. You were saying okay like you didn't really
Well,
know what it
because
was.
it was just a really good explanation.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it was.
You played it with us. Oh yeah. Okay.
anyways.
I have short-term memory loss.
Anyways, it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. It's $20 right now. Sword Coast Legends.
Mhm.
You can be a dungeon master in
Yeah,
it.
it's a
we
pretty-
have to try that out. Sometime.
Pretty cool game.
Yeah.
Also, Tumblestone is now available for Xbox One, but just keep in mind that this one is Games with Gold until, I think, August.
Oh.
I
Wow.
haven't pulled up until August 15th. So it came out this week, but it is free until August 15th. So if you want to try it out, now's the time to do it.
Boom.
So, okay, so Crackdown 3
Delays.
delays into 2017. I think it was
Okay.
was it Aaron Greenberg?
Yes.
Yeah, he said the lineup was so stuffed this holiday season they just couldn't fit it in there, so they pushed it. But I've also heard that they're doubling down to work on the campaign to really polish it up and get it out there. So, Crackdown 3.
Yeah, I
Cool.
can appreciate that.
Unfortunately, we gotta wait.
I think Crackdown is a cool concept. How you can basically destroy the entire world. It's like Battlefield
in
on
multiplayer.
Crackdown.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Huh?
I hear you. Yeah. that
But
makes
like you
total
can,
sense.
but you can destroy everything, and it's going to be interesting to see if it is everything that they advertise it to.
And for those of you that don't know, Crackdown 3 is the game that's going to be in their multiplayer mode, utilizing the cloud computing.
yeah,
They have
because it's voxels. Isn't it voxels? Am I wrong
don't
that
know.
it's voxels? I
you
think
can
it's
destroy the
voxel
entire
system.
town
Yeah.
if you want. But in multiplayer, not in single player, but in multiplayer, because you're connected to the cloud and the cloud computing, it gives you. They have a whole video on it. It gives you so many times the computational power of the Xbox, and it's fully destructible. And I mean, like skyscraper buildings completely coming down. It's pretty cool looking. Actually, it's going to be fun to see if it works.
Yes,
So
hopefully it does.
Yes, I'm excited for it. So, Assassin's Creed devs, which is Ubisoft, are seeking suggestions about in-game economy from fans. So you can now give your thoughts to Ubisoft about the series and how it has handled its economies via Ubisoft. So
are they looking for like a free market, like a Eve online in-game economy? What are they looking for?
I don't know.
Is it going to be a single-player in-game economy, multiplayer in-game economy?
So it's basically. So what happened is where are we at? The community manager Grace or Lady published a post calling for users of the Assassin's Creed subreddit to give the company ideas about what has worked or hasn't worked in upgrade trees, markets, and economic systems in the past Assassin's Creed games. Oh, okay. So it's basically economies, upgrade trees, and markets, but markets and economies.
So everything all together, basically.
But anyway, they're just looking and trying to get ideas because there's not going to be an Assassin's Creed this year. They're taking the year off, and rumor has it. So rumors on the internet has it that the next Assassin's Creed will be set in Egypt.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
They always nail like the
time period.
The time period.
Yeah,
Very
they have
interesting.
They have really talented artists.
Yeah,
on the Assassin's Creed team. But so if you want to give your suggestions,
it does say in the news story, that they're trying to set a precedent for Ubisoft to listen to constructive criticism from people. I think that's always good. I think who has done that well, to be perfectly honest, is Destiny. I think has done a pretty
keep
job.
in mind constructive criticism is not, hey, this game sucks.
I think Division
it's not 90% of YouTube comments.
I think Division has done a pretty good job, and I think Overwatch has done a pretty good job of
definitely.
that as well. Basically, your very focused multiplayer games that are
it,
successful have done a pretty good job at listening to the community. Probably on that list, Destiny would be number 3, I would say. But if you're a big hardcore Assassin's Creed fan, just go let Ubisoft know your thoughts on what you think should be in the next game or how you think things should work. Which is pretty cool. Spicy, you're like laser focused on your screen there.
No, yeah, I was throwing everything on Facebook.
Sure.
I mean, remember how we said at the beginning of the show that we were on Facebook?
I do remember that.
Man, I am figuring out some technical mumbo jumbo right now. Holy cow!
Oh.
So that's what I'm doing. When when we were live for like the first 5 minutes of the show, I looked down and looked at the audio levels, and we were in like a forever feedback loop. So I'm sorry, Facebook viewers.
So are we no longer on a feedback loop?
I turned it off until I can figure it out.
So there's no sound. Oh, there's no Facebook Live.
I just turned it off. I was trying. This whole that's why you guys haven't heard me talk much except my idiot comments like, Jordan, you played that yesterday with us, you stupid.
Do you have
Twitch? No, that's because I've been trying to figure things out.
Do you have Twitch up?
No. I mean, well, sort of. I could try doing it from the browser. The problem is I'm just running into hardware issues.
Yeah.
So I don't mean to talk about this during the show, but you asked, my friend.
That's fine.
So that's why I'm laser beaming into my laptop right now.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on. So Assassin's Creed fan, go ahead give your feedback. Moving on, GTA update. So you know how we got the new update, basically the Hot Wheels update. Essentially, is kind of what it was. But in the update, a guy, his name is Tez Funds, discovered scripts. This is obviously on the PC version. Discovered scripts. At the start of the scripts, it says GB _biker _bad deal, right? But the prefix GB is traditionally used for CEO or VIP missions.
Oh, okay.
In the Grand Theft Auto script. So. What people are thinking is maybe putting together your own biker gang, doing more deals and heists.
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, which would be really cool.
The club. Do it for the club.
Which would be really cool. And they actually, in Grand Theft Auto 4, had the Lost and the Damned DLC, which you were a biker gang. So maybe trying to bring that back. But anyway, they just say GB and biker. Or GB _biker _bad _deal, and then that's just the first one, but going down all of them. But so again, another rumor, but
Maybe something
maybe
that's
something
coming.
cool coming
Yeah.
down the line. So, Battleborn next DLC character is called Pendless. At first I thought he was a toad, but I actually think he's more of a snake.
He is a snake because that's like a snaky snake
Yeah.
claw that he's
and then
holding
I
up there.
actually read the story where he's a snake-like assassin.
Oh.
And then I realized, oh, he's actually
Dang,
he's a
so
snake.
on the sale, I never got Battleborn, and I'm really disappointed. I really want to play this game.
Yes, and for you Battleborn players, I want to play it too. But for you Battleborn players, Pendless, the new snake-like assassin who wields 2 commas, or kamas, Kamas.
They're like
Aren't they like?
they're like scythes, like
yeah,
the
scythe.
scythes. They're like
yeah,
a scythe.
Yeah.
A sickle?
A sickle.
There you go,
Yes,
sickle.
they're
Yeah.
like a sickle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
That
dual
doesn't
wields.
sound as intimidating.
He
Well,
dual wields.
he
2
dual
of them.
wields 2
It
sickles.
can be if you use it correctly.
Anyway, he will be available on July 28th at 9 a.m. PT Pacific time.
Okay.
For the people who own the Battleborn Season Pass, and on August 4th, he'll be available to unlock using 47,500 credits in
That
game.
sounds like a lot, but I don't know how Battleborn currency works.
Yeah. So August 4th for the public, July 28th for Season Pass holders.
Okay.
So Season Pass holders get it a little bit early.
A nice little bump
So-
there. In other news, McSpicy, an update on Facebook. How is our Facebook live stream looking?
It's looking fantastic. It's not even up yet.
Oh,
So,
should we just give up till next week?
well, I'm still participating. I'm gonna try. I want to figure this out. Am I like gonna get fired because I screwed this up?
I'm just wondering.
I'm real defensive right now.
okay.
No, I'm still gonna be working on it, but still, I'm just tinkering here. So.
Okay. Stay tuned, Facebook users.
Anyway, moving on. Kit Harington, he plays Jon Snow in Game of Thrones.
yeah.
Everybody probably knows who he is because, let's be honest, everybody probably watches Game of Thrones.
28 million
the
people
book.
do at
Yeah,
least.
so that's a lot of people.
That's a lot.
They probably, half of them probably own an Xbox to
Oh.
watch it on. I would safely say that. Half of those 28 million
Huh?
own an Xbox. So that's 14 million of them.
Maybe.
I'm going to say half.
Okay.
I'm
You
gonna
say half.
Yeah.
That's a good guesstimate.
Anyway, Kit Harington, he is going to play the new bad guy, Admiral Salen Koch. Sorry. He's a bad guy, so it doesn't
Well,
matter.
he's an admiral. Admiral what? Admiral what was his name?
Admiral Koch.
Oh,
is his name.
Yeah, with a name like that, you are going to succeed in life.
Admiral Salen Koch. That's probably why he's a bad guy. He's got a bad name. In Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
Oh, okay.
So he'll be the new bad guy in the new Call of Duty game. And they have a short video. You can find it on YouTube anywhere with Kit Harington in it. Basically, he's talking about what it was like to play. He said it was really fun. He said he's never played a villain before, so he
Yeah.
was really excited for this. And he was excited to be the Madman.
The Madman
The Madman.
antagonist.
So, and it shows him in the motion capture room doing like the acting and stuff. And he's a pretty good actor. He kind of feels like he's gonna be a good bad guy.
Nice.
So kind of like the Kevin Spacey, that was just
yeah, that was
really
that
cool.
was cool actually
Yeah,
when they came out with that.
So it's
going
going
to
to be kind of similar to that, except with Jon Snow or Kit Harington being his real name.
I feel like Jon Snow is a way cooler name than Kit Harington.
Yeah,
He should just
keep it Jon Snow.
Kit Harington sounds like a child actor. Jon Snow. Jon Snow's a man
He is a man.
He is a man.
He is a man.
with a sword in his hand.
Gosh, my filter kicked in like 15 times right there. This is a family show, David.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it
Jordan,
is.
back to you.
Anyway, NBA 2K17 will feature the Australian Boomers. This is the second ever national team to appear in the series. So our Australian friends down there,
Yay!
congratulations.
Australia!
If you buy NBA 2K17 and you're a Boomers fan, then you can play them. So if you're not a Boomers fan, then unfortunately, well, you can still play them if you want.
Okay.
But they are going to be in NBA 2K17, so pre-order that. So one of my favorite news stories of the week is Halo Wars 2 has a new video that shows off details and a new AI character.
Oh.
Uh,
Is it like are they going to have heroes in it, or is this just a new class?
this is just like the story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like if you played the first Halo Wars, Serena, I think her name
Sure.
was your ship AI.
Uh-huh.
Cortana is your ship AI, right? This AI is a little bit different. So Serena and Cortana were military AIs, right? So they're very military driven, blah blah blah,
Okay.
right? This AI is a logistics AI. So she acts and
So she's like a shipping AI, like a business AI.
yeah.
Is she
Logistics?
Jarvis?
Oh, Jarvis is kind of a logistics AI.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, but Jarvis is kind of like, I don't know, because he's kind of logistic, but he is military too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See?
I don't know. Anyway, her name is Isabel,
Oh,
Okay.
and she's
like
not
her already.
like I said, she's not like Cortana or Serena. They did say in the movie she's a logistics AI, so
Yeah.
she's a little bit different and acts different. And
I like this.
Yeah.
They say Kevin Grace, one of the creators, says she shows up in a way that we haven't seen AIs behave in Halo before. She's freaked out. She's seen all her friends die. She's seen her outpost destroyed.
Outpost?
Outpost.
Certainly.
She's seen her outpost destroyed. She's seen her outpost destroyed. She warns them that something bad is still on the Ark and that they may need to run away. So it sounds like she's going to be very cautious,
Okay.
like a cautious AI.
or scared. In the video, she looked very scared.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh.
yeah.
Oh man, it's cool. That's cool.
But anyway, so
really excited for Halo
if you
Wars.
haven't played Halo Wars 2, this picks up basically right. Am I allowed to say what happens at the end of Halo 2 or Halo
Yeah.
Wars 1? Sorry.
Yeah, of course.
Are you-
Oh,
is it okay?
well, let's just say, because I know there are people out there.
Okay, if
All
you're
right.
playing through Halo Wars 1,
Spoiler alert.
Well,
for
because
the
I haven't even
next
played Halo Wars
20s,
1.
You won't.
Are you going to? Yeah, you're not going
It doesn't hold up.
Okay, well, still, just as
It's not-
a courtesy.
It's not a huge spoiler.
We are not breaking any rules
Okay.
by spoiling because it's been a long time,
Okay.
but
Spoiler alert, next 30 seconds.
Go.
At the end of Halo 1, after all the events transpire, your ship goes into cryo sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of Halo Wars 2, you wake up 28 years later from cryo sleep above the Ark, which
Okay.
we went to in Halo 3.
Yeah.
So
Very nice.
the Ark is what makes the
That's
Halo
exciting.
rules.
I really like the addition of the new AI.
So it's going to be the same, a lot of the same characters, the new AI that we're going to see, and it
That-
talks about Atriox, which is the main bad guy. He's the leader of the Banished, right? He's that big brute guy.
Yeah.
And they talked about how he's a little bit different of a brute.
and the
He's-
Banished are like the third class, the third race, basically, in this game.
There's only 2 races in this game, isn't there?
No, there's 3.
Is there
There's
going to be
like
the Covenant?
the Banished.
There's going to be the UNSC and the Banished. I think there's only the 2.
Oh.
So.
I'll look
Because the Banished consists of, basically mercenaries is kind of what I gather from it. It has some Covenant, has some brutes, has a lot of different people, right? Because if you remember, the Covenant was just a band of alien races, right? So anyway, the Banished, Atriox, he's a bad guy. So
Okay.
he's not your typical brute. He is big and strong, like really, really strong.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you in a minute. But he's also very intelligent, and he's a tactician, right?
Okay.
I mean, he's very,
Yeah.
very, which brutes normally aren't.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the name brutes,
Brute
right?
force, baby.
So it's going to be different going up against him because not only he is one of the strongest brutes alive, he's also one of the smartest, right? He can stand toe to toe with the human tacticians, right? Another cool thing to show you his strength, the 3 Spartans from the first one, they obviously went in cryo seat and come back, and they show this in the video. Do you remember the announcement video of Halo Wars 2 when it was soldiers, one soldier dragging off another soldier, and the soldier was shooting back?
Oh, yes.
So that scene is Atriox beating the crap out of those 3 Spartans. Like, it was really
Oh.
cool, yeah. Like because Spartans are Spartans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And they usually don't lose in hand-to-hand combat.
No.
So 3 Spartans went up against Atriox and kicked the whole, and he hurt them.
Yeah, he defeats
So-
3 Spartans.
So,
Wow.
but anyway, a lot of cool news with Halo Wars. Be sure to check out this video. Of course, you can find it anywhere on the internet, but over on YouTube they have it. So very cool.
Yeah, I think
Very,
you're
very
right.
good.
I only see Banished and UNSC.
Yeah,
So.
yeah,
You're right.
So and
I'm
it's
wrong.
28 years later.
Whoa. That doesn't happen often.
Not very often, no.
Not you being wrong, but you admitting to being wrong.
Oh. No, I admit.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
I'm just never am. that's
So
Okay.
it is
I'm
20,
just kidding, David. I love you.
with it being 28 years later. I don't know the exact dates, but I'm pretty sure that catches us up to kind of where Halo 5 is in that vicinity, that region.
Okay.
So I wonder if we're gonna get.
They'll be cross. Like
well, I
there'll
wonder
be
if there'll
some-
be a little bit tie-ins here and there. Different
Some
different
Easter
stuff.
eggs.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it'll be cool. So I'm
That is.
excited for it.
I'm really excited.
I think it looks fun, especially after learning those new information.
Factoids, yeah.
Factoids,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but yeah, Halo Wars coming 2017, I believe in February.
All right.
So that'll be fun. Another great news story: Injustice 2, going to be one of the greatest fighting games ever, because NetherRealm never fails with fighting games, in my opinion. 2 new characters revealed.
Who
We
are
got
they?
Wonder Woman being one of them,
Yeah.
and Blue Beetle.
I don't know Blue Beetle.
So he fights Wonder Woman in this trailer.
Oh.
And in this trailer, it shows some serious gameplay.
some serious
Some
gameplay.
serious
All
gameplay.
right.
It's not as bloody as Mortal Kombat, which makes sense because it's the DC universe.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You're a little bit. I think you can't slice people's heads off like you can in Mortal Kombat.
I mean, you can,
but it's not as
but
well received.
we call that Spawn, right?
Yeah. So anyway, it looks very crisp, very that cinematic-y fighting feel, kind of
Sure.
like the Mortal Kombat had. But a lot of the environmental stuff is pretty cool. Like, you know how you can interact with the environment in Mortal Kombat X?
Yeah.
In this one, Wonder Woman kicked someone up against a statue that was in the background, and they bounced. It was really cool.
Oh.
It was a lot of cool stuff. So, and it looks like a good, solid fighting game.
I know I like Wonder Woman.
Just like the original Injustice.
I don't know who Blue Beetle
and Mortal
is, though.
Kombat X.
Who is Blue Beetle?
He is a Blue Beetle.
Oh, okay. Just a giant
So-
one? Giant
No,
Blue
he's
Beetle.
he's this kid that's kind of in this Blue Beetle mech suit from what it looked
Okay.
like. I don't know much.
So is he
about
from
him.
the comics or something?
Obviously, he's from the DC universe.
I know, but I've never heard of him either.
I haven't heard
Oh,
too much.
maybe
of
he's
him
new.
either, so yeah. Or maybe he's really important and we've just never heard of him. So,
Yeah, well.
to the diehard comic fans, right?
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, super cool trailer. Be sure to check it out. It really is. I think probably one of the best trailers this week.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, and fighting games are really awesome. So, Gears of War. So, like I said, Comic-Con this week, Gears of War had a panel. They showed off some stuff. One of thing being is they showed off a new map called Forge, and it looks good. New multiplayer map. I think it looks really good. It looks really fun. It's kind of like a machinery map, like you're in this factory of sorts. It just looks cool.
Yeah.
It's your typical cool-looking multiplayer map, right?
Okay.
We also got more campaign gameplay, and check this out. Guess who was your 4th partner in that mission?
Marcus Phoenix.
Marcus Phoenix was your 4th partner in that mission.
Oh.
So, and he was like, he's a little bit older, a little bit more gruffy.
Yeah.
A little bit more
And
wise.
I noticed
a
when
little bit more manly.
when Marcus Phoenix talked, no one else talked.
Oh.
And JD didn't really say much. So I wonder if there's going to be this little family trouble.
So
you know?
what's really impressive?
But there
so
won't be,
I
'cause-
have not gonna lie. I've not been super excited for Gears 4. I've been trying to psych myself up for it.
Were you ever kind of really into it, though?
Oh yeah, I loved Gears 3.
Oh, okay.
I did play the first one. I played the second one, and then number 3, I played the whole campaign. But watching this gameplay trailer, and I think maybe it's because multiplayer. I was in Gears. That we did the Gears 4 multiplayer beta, which was
Yeah.
fun, but it wasn't anything like ooh wow, knock my socks off, right?
Yeah.
But McSpicy, just check out how smooth this looks. It looks so
Yeah, that looks
it
gorgeous.
looks so good. Like I am super impressed after this trailer. Like I'm super excited for this game after this
There's
campaign
Marcus Phoenix
trailer.
in the back there.
So good. So
Yeah, that
anyways,
looks really
I
good.
highly
That
recommend
looks really,
anyone
really good.
anyone who's thinking, I don't know how I feel about this, go watch this gameplay trailer. You will be impressed. I was blown away. They have improved that CNN cam like never before. It's so smooth, so good. It looks like a ton of fun.
It does. And Marcus Phoenix is in it. So
Like, look at this,
so
cover to
why
cover.
not?
Look at this.
Oh yeah, because of they have the environmental effects, which
Look at
I'm really
that.
excited for because visually they look stunning, right?
That looks so sick.
But it adds to that gameplay.
Yeah,
the
I
wind
am-
flares.
This gameplay trailer, single player campaign trailer. Oh,
It's like a permanent hammer of dawn going on all over there.
but it's pretty cool. Be sure to check it out. You can check it out over on Xbox's YouTube channel or just Gears of War 4 trailer. It'll be the newest one. But Rocket League, PS4 and Xbox One cross network play is ready for release and ready to go. It only needs Sony's approval.
Once
for them
again,
to launch
I
it
think
off.
number one, I think this is huge. This is huge for gaming all over the place. I've said that for weeks now. It'll be tons of fun when this actually happens. I give mad credit, huge credit to Xbox for pushing this through. Huge credit to Rocket League for making this happen. Sony, it's going to happen. Sony can't not approve it. And it seems like that they are. They just, have to work out like inside baseball type of stuff.
Yeah.
But this was huge. This is huge.
Yeah.
Good job, everyone.
It's really cool. Psyonix Vice President Jeremy Dunham said work on Rocket League's proposed cross-network play between PS4 and Xbox One is now complete. Could be up and running within a few hours.
Yeah.
All they need is Sony's approval to be released.
So now you get to play your friends on your PlayStation from your Xbox in Rocket League.
Mhm.
Awesome.
if
and-
Sony approves it.
Yeah.
So it's not out,
It's
but
gonna
it's
happen.
ready and it's there. So
It's gonna happen.
pretty cool. Something I think both of you will really, really like is 11
Yeah.
minutes of Cuphead gameplay on the Xbox.
Oh
One.
yes. Oh
Did
yes.
you see this, Spicy?
No, but I'm going to right
so
now.
it's very. It reminded me of the old Mario games. You remember how when you start Mario, you're in like the big world screen and you go level to level.
Yeah.
You kind of do that in Cuphead, and you go to like this certain area and you click and you go into the level,
Yeah.
and then it's
Like
that.
Mario 3.
Yeah. Like
Mario
that,
3 was
so.
like that.
Yeah. Or Super Mario Bros. Whichever one back there.
It's Mario
but-
3.
See, he's not wrong here.
Yeah.
So he's gonna fit to it.
This game, we haven't seen anything for a while on this game, right?
Yeah.
So you think, oh, what's happened to this game? This game blows me away in the 11-minute gameplay trailer. The amount of charm and atmosphere that's there is so it looks like a blast.
The default gun sound is hilarious. It's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah,
it's like
so
someone making that noise.
It's
Yeah.
like playing a Popeye game.
Yeah, it really is.
Popeye.
Popeye.
It shows a boss fight. It's cool. It's
It
a
looks
good time.
like
the music. It's
it looks
the art
like a
style,
fun
right?
game. I'll be very disappointed if this game sucks because it looks so good, and this will get you excited. Just like the Gears will get you excited, this will get you excited.
Yes.
For Cuphead.
Very cool. Original Dead Rising will be coming to Xbox One, PC,
And PS4.
and PS4. So be sure to check that out.
All you Dead
Capcom-
Rising fans
Yep.
out there.
So Dead Rising, all Dead Rising games on one platform. Pretty cool. Capcom will be bringing Dead Rising to Xbox One and PC. In addition, Dead Rising 2 and Dead Rising 2 Off the Record will make their way to the Xbox One as well. And then, of course, Dead Rising 3 is already on the Xbox One. And you got Dead Rising 4, which is coming out later this year. So
All right.
you can play the whole series if you want. Which is really just the same thing over and over again, but progressively more zombies.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
and
really
more
like-
outfits.
I really enjoy that game. I like the first one. It reminded me a lot of Majora's Mask with the time stuff. That's a unique game in that aspect.
The first Dead Rising.
The first Dead
with
Rising,
Frank.
Yeah,
and
with
them all.
Frank, and you have like a certain amount of time and certain amount of people. Certain people appear at certain places, and you
Yeah.
have to, and when you save them, chain reactions happen, and you keep playing over and over and over to try to get everything. If you haven't played Dead Rising 1, that's exciting that we're gonna
It's
have a chance to
and
replay it.
Dead Rising 4 is Frank West again, so it'll be a good introduction
to
to
there.
who Frank West is.
Yeah,
And then, of course, you can do Dead Rising 2 and Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, and then 3 as well.
and 3 is just a blast with a friend.
that
It's
one's
a good time.
funny.
No,
So.
I'm excited. That's awesome news.
Yeah.
Like Spicy. Still a sound loop on Facebook?
No, yeah. The problem arises. It's actually looks like something with Facebook's browser. It's pumping out audio, so I'll figure it out as I just hang out with you guys. I'm gonna dial down the necessity. Boo.
Stay tuned next week for Facebook. We will be Facebook Live next week. If you want to see an epic fail of an experimentation,
Yeah, well, that's how it works.
Go over to Facebook and check out this week's test.
No, yeah.
Next week.
I know what's wrong. I just got to figure out how to fix it.
Yeah, we'll get it for next week, everyone.
Nice. Moving on, we got Titanfall 2 Inside Development. They only have a video so far. It's just the introduction of Drew McCoy, the executive producer on Titanfall and Titanfall 2, and it's basically just your typical developer diaries that a lot of games usually
This is just
do,
an
so-
intro. He's
Yeah.
saying, hey, we're making these videos for the hardcore Titanfall fans out there.
Yeah.
Interested in knowing how we're developing the development process. So
So
stay tuned for that.
yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I want to get Mixed
I like
Spicy's
those kind of videos.
opinion on this one.
Yes, Batman, a Telltale series came out with its new
Trailer, right?
Trailer.
I saw. So I've had a somewhat busy, not busy week where my busyness was not video games.
Sure.
It was a shame. It was an
That
absolute
is
shame.
a damn shame.
So I heard about this a couple days ago, and I have yet to see it. So I'm going to pull it up while you're talking about it.
Yeah. I think it looks good. I like the
The art style, right?
What I
Isn't
like
that-
is the art style, but then when he's Batman, they shift. Like the way that Batman is drawn is very modern comic booky, and then
Yeah.
everything else is traditional Telltale Games artwork. Like it's really cool. I think it looks brilliant.
Yeah, really cool. I think Telltale games are, you got to get into your own Telltale game because they have, different
Yeah,
stories,
different
right?
stories.
So, but anyway, I think a lot of people can get into this one. Batman Episode 1 of 5, Realm of Shadows.
Ooh, just that title.
So, and the picture is Batman grabbing Catwoman, which is a very cool picture, actually. So,
Okay, the game looks pretty cool.
yeah. It
oh,
does.
you're gonna
just
get it.
just the
Yeah,
fact. I think
dang
the
it.
fact that it's Batman
Dang
and it's
it.
going to be a good Batman story.
Yeah, I'll get it because it's a game, but because it's a TV show.
But yeah, episode
looks
1 of
good.
5, Realm of Shadows, Batman. Looks really cool. So, Battlefield 1, DICE. I think DICE is a good developer. I think they do a
Yeah.
good job with
Yeah, I
their
agree.
games.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
I don't necessarily think they make bad games.
Okay.
But Games Radar went through Battlefield 1. They obviously have access to the alpha, but they went through and basically showed all the little details that are thrown in there. One of them, which is we kind of have all already seen, is the rain falling on the guns. And if you notice, actual raindrops hit
Wow.
the gun. It's not just like, oh, the gun's a wet model. Like actual raindrops are hitting the gun, right?
Wow, yeah.
Which is really cool. A couple other ones are like buttons on the sleeves of people's uniforms. Sway, if that makes sense, in like clothing when you're running, the clothes like jackets will
So like
move.
close physics.
Yeah, clothes physics, right? You'll see like jackets and stuff move.
Yeah.
This one, small detail but pretty cool. The shaking of those old style guns. So obviously these are Battlefield 1. These are really old guns. When you shoot the guns, all the bolts and like hinges and stuff, they vibrate, they shake, right? Because of the shaking of the gun,
Sure.
right? Really cool little features. And then and one that's really detailed. If you hold your character there long enough, he plays with his gun and you can see the actual manufacturer markings on that gun.
I like that.
Well,
So
the animations themselves are just
yeah.
outstanding.
Yeah.
And the bangs from the
So.
shooting. It's really cool.
Bang bang.
Well, they've always nailed their sound, but I mean, just they just wanted to go through and just show you all the different details that just the small details that you're prone to miss because a lot of us jump in and we're focused on the big battle. But a lot of good work from the people over at DICE for Battlefield 1, a game I'm super excited for.
Nice.
So be sure to check out that. Star Wars Battlefront Skirmish Mode is based. They're saying it's as close as we'll get to playing the original games. It'll be an offline skirmish mode, much like how you play with your friends in the original games. So basically, the only thing missing from that is the story, like they had in the campaign of the old one. But it's essentially just offline skirmish modes, so you can play split screen with your friends.
Oh, cool.
So be sure to check that out. And one of the another big news story of this week is Overwatch had patch 1.05,
Which brings a new character?
which brings a new character and some balancing between some characters. You can read the full patch notes over at Overwatch.com.
Okay,
right?
big question.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a chance to check out the
Yeah.
new character?
Oh, yeah.
Mark played her first, and then I played her a little while later in a
And
different round.
let me ask you each thoughts.
You want me to start?
Yeah.
Yes.
Any new character in a game like this is awesome. So she has, she's kind of you would call her a support healer, I
Okay.
guess, but she also deals damage. But I mean, I think Lucio and I think Mercy are still better healers.
Okay.
Where she shines is her utility and how she prevents healing and how she can deal damage and heal. So I would say she's more of a utility character. I would not play her as the sole healer of a team.
Okay.
But
So she's not the best at healing.
no, not compared to other characters.
She's more of a support, all-around support, maybe.
utility.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is, so she has an ability. She's got a grenade. And basically how she works is if you do any actions toward your team, it'll heal you. If you do anything towards the enemy, it'll hurt them. So you can shoot with the sniper your own teammates, and it'll heal them. But you shoot with the sniper them, and it'll hurt them.
And you don't have to change bullets or
No,
anything.
no.
Okay.
It's so
I like that a
that's
lot.
how she works. She also has a grenade, and this is where I think she can shine in very unique situations when teammates need to push or do certain things. Her grenade not only hurts them, but it prevents healing for 5 or so seconds. Yeah, was it 5 seconds? Something like that. But she prevents healing. So
What's the refresh time on that grenade?
like 8 seconds.
That's not bad at all. Wow.
Yeah, so why she's a utility, why she can work is you can call out, we need to take down Reinhardt, we need to take down Winston, we need to take down somebody. She can throw down a non-heal so they can't heal that player and just nuke them. You know what I mean? She also has the longest stun, I think, in the game. I think it even surpasses Reinhardt's, but his is an ultimate. So he can put people to sleep for 5. She can put people to sleep for 5 seconds. So you shoot them with a dart, and they just drop. And so they can't do anything for 5 seconds. Then you can just attack them too. So she's very utilitarian. So
how did you like playing with her?
she's hard. I think it would be an easier character on a PC with the mouse.
Okay.
Because the dart feature that's kind of key to her character, to put people to sleep, to basically take people out of fights or to nuke people. That's extremely hard to hit with a controller.
But you did get an achievement yesterday.
I did, yeah, I did. So Reaper does that spinny shotgunny thing that takes down a whole team. He started that, and I darted him, and I got an achievement for putting him to sleep. So it stops people's ultimates too.
Oh, that's
so
that's
And it's
cool.
an achievement. If you dart someone during their ultimate, you get
I,
an achievement.
I got an achievement for it.
So okay, how was it playing against her? Did you have the experience to play against her?
Yeah.
Are people using her effectively yet, or is she too new?
I think with the games we played 1 or 2 where she was actually relevant. However, most of the time, people on our team were playing as her, and they were still learning. It was pretty clear they were still learning the character, so it was actually hurting our team to choose her over other people, if that makes at this point, because she's new and you have to figure her out, and what makes her great, what makes her not great, and you have to kind of just it's learning the character. So I would say she's a cool character. She's unique, and every character in this game is unique, and they all have different roles to play, and I think she fits into the happy cake
Is
of
she your role? Will you play her?
I enjoyed playing her.
Does she fit your style?
I'm okay with snipers. I really like Hanzo, so
Yeah.
I don't mind a sniper role. But the fact that I can't. Oh, another thing. Her headshots don't do extra damage.
Oh, okay.
So
She's base damage 80, no matter where.
no
you
matter
hit.
where you
Yeah.
hit, no matter what, you do 80 damage per shot. And as a sniper, I don't know. Maybe they did that for balance reasons, but it's satisfying as a sniper to get headshots and get that multiplier.
Yeah.
And I wasn't getting that, so I would play her, in a quick play at this point. But when I play ranked, I won't play her. I will play something else.
Okay. Jordan, how about you? What did you think?
I liked her. She was fun. I played her once.
Is she
so-
your repertoire?
Yeah, I like playing some of the other support classes a little bit better, but I'm not much of a sniper person anyway. But playing against her was her sleep dart and her healing and preventing healing is, like Mark said, her utility is what
I would
she's
imagine
there for.
me as a healer would become incredibly frustrated with her. If I'm healing someone, she throws down grenades, prevents me from healing.
Yeah.
Basically makes me ineffective.
Yeah, basically.
And what it does is going to force your team, right, to go after her immediately.
Now she is really glassy. Like I took her out.
She is glassy.
Easily with soldiers. Like when you get a clear shot on her with Soldier 76,
right.
I took her out.
Which is why they made
No
her a
problem.
sniper.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. She's very. Yeah.
That's exciting.
A sniper without damage, though. But think about it, though. When you can prevent it. Oh, and her ultimate is probably one of the top 3 ultimates in the game now.
She's
What is her ultimate?
She's a crowd control character.
So
that's her role.
Her ultimate, that's her best ability, and I'm sorry I haven't talked about it up till now. Her ultimate is if you play Heroes of the Storm, I think it's Lieutenant Mendez. She's a healer, but she has a stim pack. Her ultimate is a stim pack. It's the same thing. What that does is I will choose, like, if Jordan's a Reaper or any other character.
Double damage
It's
type of thing?
50%. Oh, I think it's way more than that. You get way damage reduction. You get your speed incredibly increased, and your damage output is huge.
Wow.
Like, so you basically, and you can get an all kill by giving it to somebody. You go, boom, take it, they'll run in, and they can clean house. So damage reduction, and they turn on fire, too. It's really cool particle effects, animations, all that stuff, but that ability is super powerful. That's why you could choose her as well if you get that.
That's fun. And like you said, in these kinds of games, that changes the whole game.
Yeah.
Whenever you add a character.
Changes the way you play and everything. But yeah, so that is out for Overwatch. It's live for Xbox One. There was a couple issues when the patch launched. According to the Overwatch Twitter, both the May Ice Wall persistence glitch and the Ana bug that they had should all be resolved by now. So we didn't really encounter any bugs when we were playing. And we played right when it opened up. So I mean we jumped right in there. But there was some bugs, but according to Overwatch Twitter, they should be taken care of now.
All right.
So be sure to check this out. This next game is really awesome, and I have a lot of opinions about this game.
Give me one of them.
The Turing test.
Turing test.
Oh, sorry, the Turing test. Coming to Xbox One August 30th. David posted this on Facebook. It really is. It's kind of like the new version of Portal, and it's like a more serious and dark
Portal,
version.
in my opinion.
And it really is like Portal. I mean, it's got the voice.
So do you know what
talks
the,
to
do you know what the
and-
Turing test is?
No.
So the Turing test, McSpicy, you know what the Turing test is?
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
It's a test given to computers
to make to see if they're true AI, right?
to see if they're true AI or if they've surpassed. So if
Yeah.
you pass the Turing test, you're human.
Oh yeah, the Turing test. Okay, I remember this. It's if I can't tell you're a robot.
Yeah.
That makes the trailer make a
more
lot
sense,
more
yeah.
sense. 'cause
So
of the
that's
words
why that
that-
trailer's
So
really
if
cool.
you were a robot right now and you passed the test, I could not tell if you were a robot.
Oh, yeah.
That's
You
the-
have essentially surpassed AI.
yeah.
So that's actually makes
You
that
have
more interesting.
emotion, you have feelings. You're not just an AI. Or at least perceived emotions and feelings. The
Yeah.
Turing test.
Yeah.
It's basically a test of redundancy.
Because one of the things, a puzzle only a human can solve.
There's that movie that just came out. It's all about the Turing test, Machinima.
Oh, yeah.
That's all about the Turing test. One creepy movie.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Disturbing. Did you see it?
No.
I
The
highly
cover looks
recommend it.
disturbing. Like, it looks
I highly
creepy.
recommend it,
Okay.
but it will disturb you.
Okay. I
a
probably
buyer.
won't watch it then.
Yeah.
Disturb me in a good way.
Disturb you like the Animatrix disturbed you. That very much disturbed me.
The Animatrix did.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this game is very similar to Portal. It's your puzzle with the gun, right?
Yeah.
You know, your gun puzzler, right?
It's up McSpicy's alley.
Yeah. It's actually
I'm
it's
excited.
actually kind of funny because there's actually an AI that talks to you, the human, in the trailer, and it's like the AI from Portal. But anyway, my opinion is good for them. If Valve won't make a Portal 3, then they should just make their own game. That looks awesome from this trailer. No, it looks really good.
Do you think
I
a
think-
Portal 3 is not in production though?
Oh, okay. Portal 3, Half-Life 3, Left 4 Dead, they're all in production, right? You know, like you
Wow,
remember when
yeah.
StarCraft was in production for 10 years?
Yeah, but that.
I mean,
look at the game that came out of that production.
Yeah, we got a great game out of it, but I mean, in
But it took
production,
12 years
yeah,
to
but
get.
I mean, yeah. People died. Like you lost a decade.
People died in that decade.
That's a. I mean, yeah. There's nothing wrong with taking forever to make a game, but I'm just saying, you know, this game looks fantastic, and it's very, very similar to Portal. So if you like Portal, this will be right up your alley.
Yeah.
So Forza Motorsport, Forza Horizon 3 has a car list for us. Check this out. There is going to be more than 350 vehicles in Forza Horizon 3, which is huge because that's 150 more vehicles than Forza Horizon 2.
Wow.
So
Oh,
that's,
yeah,
that's a
okay.
good chunk.
Yeah, it is.
And we did get a list of the cars. Some of the cars being highlighted are the 2014 Ford FPV Limited Edition Pursuit Ute. Pursuit Ute.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pursuit Ute. This is the monster truck that was in the Monster Energy truck. It's not Monster Truck, but you know, the Monster Energy truck
Mm-hmm.
sponsored car that
Yeah.
was in the trailer along with the. Where's the other one? They had the other truck here. Basically, they're highlighting
The best
cars
car
from-
on here is the Lamborghini.
Yeah, there's the Lamborghini.
Centenario.
Oh, here it is. The Ford Pursuit, or sorry, the Polaris,
Oh, that's a cool.
the 2015 Polaris.
That's my truck. That's the truck I would drive right there.
RZXP. Yeah, and then of course they do have the Ford Pursuit, which we just talked about, the blue truck, and then I got that wrong. The 2015 Baldwin Motorsport number 97 monster truck is
There
the
you go.
monster truck.
There
Yeah,
you
the
go.
Ford Pursuit is the blue truck. So, but
Okay.
anyway,
basically, there's a buttload of cars
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Forza Horizon 3.
lots and lots of cars. They have the list over at ForzaMotorsport.net, and it's a big old list.
It's hefty.
Yeah, and more to come.
More to
So,
come.
Be sure to check that out. I saw a couple people talking about Forza Horizon in chat that they're excited for it. I'm excited for it too. Looks like a lot of fun. So games with gold this week. These are going through July 25th, which of course is always Monday. And then we'll get a new set of deals on Tuesday the 26th. But as of right now, you got discounts on Payday 2, Crime Wave Edition, which is a really fun game if you haven't got to play
That's
it
a
yet.
really fun game.
Yeah, you-
There's a lot of reasons it's fun.
Yeah. You also got...
And I'm not going to go into them. You know, just go look it up if you haven't.
Yes, we also got NHL 16 as another deals. Those are the two big ones. Be sure to check
On
them
NHL
out.
16, you can get the deal or you can get EA access because it's in the vault for $5 a month
Oh,
or
yeah, there you go. I
$37
didn't know that EA
or
or that was in
$30
the
a year.
vault, so.
I'd go for the $30
Oh
a
yeah,
year.
but be sure to check out the deals over at Xbox.com, or Major Nelson always has them on his blog at Major Nelson's blog. But
Yeah.
be sure to check them out. A lot of cool deals this week.
Cool.
Is that the news?
And that's all I got.
Biggest
for you.
story in your opinion?
Oh, and sorry, I forgot to mention Destiny, Taken King, and stuff is also a part of the deal. So if
Nice.
you're ramping up for Tides of or whatever.
Biggest part of the news in your opinion this week?
I liked the Halo trailer and the Batman trailer and that new Turing point. The
Turing test.
Turing test, yeah. The Turing point actually sounds cooler.
Turing
I think.
point.
The Turing point.
Yes. All right, so
The Turing test.
this is now after our news, we do the discussion segment. This is the portion of the show where we take your questions. If you want to submit a question every week on Facebook, every Friday, there's a little post that goes up. You leave a comment. We look over those questions. To get us started, there was a news story this week, Spicy and Jordan, that said Xbox One console sales down as Xbox
Yeah, I
One
saw that.
S and the Scorpio loom. I would like to know who, in your opinion, is going to be purchased. Who should get an Xbox One S and who should wait for the Scorpio? Or did Microsoft make a mistake in announcing both too soon?
So how?
Like the Scorpio, basically.
yeah,
you
when
wouldn't-
does the S come out? It's in
the S comes
first-
out in
second.
like a week?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they obviously didn't release this information until a month and a half until it was coming out,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So who should get an S? Who should get? If I'm someone, should I get the Scorpio? Should I get the S? Why? Why should I wait? Why should I not wait? What position do I need to be in to wait for the Scorpio or get the 1S? Let's help out the people there.
Yeah.
In your opinion.
Well, do you want, who's
Go ahead,
doing it?
Jordan.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah.
Well, it
Go for
just
it, Jordan.
depends on, like we've said before, it depends on who you are. Let's take a hypothetical, a Halo 6, right?
Okay.
It's eventually going to come out.
It
We
is.
know it's going to come out, right?
Oh yeah.
On the Xbox. So let's take Halo 6 when it comes out, which will, next holiday, the holiday after, but it'll be on the Xbox consoles, which you can play it on your Xbox Now, the Xbox One S, or the Xbox Scorpio. Now, depending on how you want to play it, right? I'm sure on the Scorpio it's going to be 4K, 60 frames a second, the highest graphic fidelity you can get.
Sure.
Right? A beautiful game, right? On the Xbox One S and the current Xboxes we have, it'll probably bump down to 30 frames a second, or whatever. Not the frames, but the resolution will
Sure.
drop. Less graphic fidelity, stuff like that. It really just depends on what you want, right?
Yeah. So who should get it?
I
Who should
mean,
get a 1S?
If you want the best toy possible on the market, which I do,
You'll get
right?
the
Yeah, so
Scorpio.
I'll get the 1S
No,
or the
the
Scorpio.
Scorpio,
Well,
yeah.
I want the 1S. I want them all.
You want the 1S? You're gonna get. Are you gonna get the 1S?
Probably not right out of the gate, but
so you will get the 1S.
I just
in
like the
between
slim
now
factor.
and the
I
Scorpio.
like the slim factor.
Okay. Will you retain your current Xbox and use?
I would
it as a
want
second
to,
Xbox?
yeah.
Okay. See, that's how I look at the 1S. If you already own an Xbox, I don't see a lot of people that already own an Xbox getting a 1S.
Yeah.
At this point, I see them using it as a secondary box because it's so small, maybe in your living room, as a media consumption
okay,
device.
I can see that, yeah.
And then every so often you get if you get a really nice TV, I think that's the key. If you have HDR TV, you're on the 1S right now as well.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree with you as well. I think it's targeted, and it should be for those that haven't gotten an Xbox yet. There's so many people still on the 360
Sure.
that this is now that the 360 is being pulled away from pretty hard now. Though I think they're targeting the 360 guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's who they're
the
grabbing
1S.
with it for the 1S.
Sure.
Yeah.
And is Scorpio kind of
Scorpio's
the hardcore?
for yeah,
The hardcore.
definitely
guy?
for the hardcore gamer.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and again, keep in mind, like, they're all Xboxes.
Yeah.
They're all going to work with everything. Microsoft has been super clear about there's not going to be an exclusive to the Scorpio
Yeah.
to leave the other ones behind.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's going to be all
I agree
one.
with that, though. The
So-
Xbox One, I think that's a great point, is probably, or the 1S is targeted towards people who don't have Xboxes right now.
Mhm.
The Scorpio is for the hardcore gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
really
are
cool.
we all getting, and then
It's-
let me ask you this, are we all getting a Scorpio?
I want to get one because I want to get one because the way I look at it, it's literally like I have a gaming computer at home, right? When the new video cards come out, I
Yeah.
upgrade my video cards, right?
On your
For
PC?
the right price, I do not
Yes.
mind upgrading my console as well. You
Sure.
know what I mean?
Okay.
Because essentially that's their. I feel like Microsoft is trying to bridge that gap between PC and console, saying, "Hey, PC games have
Infinite.
You can play Witcher at the highest fidelity you want on a great gaming PC, or you can play it on super low settings because you got that budget computer, right? I feel like Xbox is doing that for us,
Yeah.
with their, and I like it, and that's
So
why
Jordan's
I would
getting
want
a
to get
Scorpio.
the Scorpio, right?
Spicy, you're getting a Scorpio?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
As am I.
I'm
Okay.
gonna miss my old Elite, but it'll be nice.
You're going to turn it in?
Yeah, I'm really not gonna miss it. I
Okay,
want
would
a new
you
one.
get a Scorpio and a 1S if you had
Say,
the funds?
say
So,
you had
if I had the funds-
$1,000,
Yeah,
dropped
I
in.
would.
Yeah.
For like, I have a room upstairs that's technically going to be my gaming room kind of a thing, and this is my office, and I want to be able to go back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Guess what?
What?
We're on Facebook now.
We're on Facebook
All
Live,
right.
everybody.
Only 40 minutes into the show.
Only
so
an hour
sorry.
in. You're getting, if you want to get the full show, subscribe to our show over at XoneBros. It's $20 a month, and you can get it on Facebook Live. Just kidding. We just didn't know what we were doing today.
Well,
and Mixed by
it
figured
actu-
it out.
Yeah, it actually was the hardware. So I got OBS. We stream with OBS, and they have a classic version and a studio version. The studio version I have was just crapping out. So I
Oh.
went back to the classic.
And it
And then
worked
I
like a charm.
Put it back in, put in tweet, a little tight in here, a little loose in here on that
Yeah.
nut, and then it started working. So
Very
we're good.
nice. Very nice. Question from Mr. John Slayton. He wants to know if you could play a game with anyone in the world for just one day, who would it be?
Major Nelson.
Oh, Jordan,
I-
right
I
out of the
think-
gate.
I think he'd be a fun guy to play games.
I
with.
think he'd be a
Yeah.
blast to play with as well.
So.
I will say Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, that would be- that would be-
I think
No,
Shia
no,
LaBeouf
no,
is
no.
hilarious.
That would be a really good one.
I think he's a good time, and
Yeah,
I think
I
he
think
just
he is,
doesn't
yeah.
care.
Okay.
So I think that'd be a blast.
I would go The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Oh man, that's a good one too.
Yeah, he would be a
What
good
game?
time.
What game would you play,
Oh, something
dude?
outstanding.
You have to play WWE
Yeah.
with
With
him. You have to. Like that is.
Yeah.
Who would you play? What would you play with Major Nelson?
I don't know. I'll think about it.
Okay. Okay.
I would,
Overwatch.
I would do
I'd-
something totally outside of Dwayne Johnson's like norm. Just some like deep RPG game. Like
Or
just
like
like
Peggle.
I'll play Peggle with him.
Title.
We're like, whoa, nice shot, man. That's cool. Yeah.
Cool.
I would actually no. I'd play Halo with Major Nelson. I've seen him play Halo. He's
decent?
not too bad. Yeah, he's and
Nice.
he brings his own elite controller.
Oh, I like. You gotta
You
appreciate the
a
man, that brings his own controller,
to
yes.
the party.
John Slayton, thank you. Great question. Robert Jarman writes in and says, so I finished Banjo-Kazooie, and I noticed a ridiculous difficult spike on the final 2 worlds and the last boss. What games have you guys played that lull you into a false sense of security, then hit you with everything at the end? Any games come to mind that lull you with
Oh,
a
yeah, okay.
false sense of security?
Well, this is not fair, but I'm going to go to the old NES and say Turtles.
oh. I don't think I ever beat that game, actually.
I don't think most normal people
yeah,
have.
I don't think.
There's
I know.
there's a part at the end ish of the game where there's this jump you have to make,
Dylan can make the jump.
and it's a death if you don't make the jump, and it's impossible. Like if you can get past the stupid electrical dam, you know, where all the weeds are everywhere
Sure,
that
sure.
just kill you. No, it's that jump, and it's all like you watch like professional. We'll call them. They speed play the game. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. They even say this is a game killer. That game is hardly speed ran because of that jump.
Interesting.
Because and then it's like game over.
Jordan,
all 4 of your turtles are
any
dead.
games for you that come to mind that aren't so difficult and then smack you at the end? I have one that does the opposite, I will say. Doom. The latest Doom that I love, disclaimer, I don't feel that the end boss is the hardest boss.
Yeah, it's especially compared to the other two.
Yeah.
think
There's
it's
2
3.
levels before that
Yeah, the bosses are a little
those
bit
bosses
different,
smack you in the mouth. The last boss is
I
all
think
just
I beat the last boss on my first try actually because their mechanics are super easy to memorize.
the mechanic it was just memorizing
Yeah.
his order of attack. And that takes
or her
whatever it is, the giant spider brain. And so that's opposite, where I expected it to be harder, and it was actually easier,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
You can always go with Dark Souls. That game's just hard throughout.
Oh.
And it does lead you into a false sense of security. You turn a corner thinking you're all right, and then who knows what happens.
I have one too. Wolfenstein. The last battle on that, there's a mechanic that I could not figure out, and I died like 50 times.
Yeah.
And then I finally figured out, and it was actually really simple. But
Oh, Repeater's got a good one. Injustice and Mortal Kombat. Those ones are good ones because you get really good with the character, and then they just switch it on you, and the next character you play is like super different, so
Yeah.
it kind of sucks.
that's a really good pick.
yeah. So, but
Good question.
Yeah. See.
yeah. Also, Repeater thought the Doom final boss was easy as well.
Yeah. It's Reptar HU.
Oh, Reptar HU. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah. I was like, who is Repeater?
Reptar HU in chat.
Anyways, great question, Robert Jarmaine. We've all experienced those. Last but not least, Connor Riviera writes in and says, what's your favorite game to play not on Xbox Live? So let me rephrase this question for you. What's your favorite game to not play on Xbox Live?
To play offline.
To play offline on the Xbox?
I don't think I really play offline too much.
Well, yeah, that's not the question though.
Well, that's what
I
I'm
don't.
saying.
I don't. Yeah, but
I'll say mine. Red Dead Redemption.
okay.
You don't have
I
to
mean,
be
like,
online to play
if,
that.
If you played it offline?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No, well, yeah, you have not had the problem of not having internet when you bring your Xbox on vacation.
McSpicy has.
Yeah.
You have. And
Yeah.
what is the game that you go to? Legos?
Because that's the only thing I have on a CD.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's the only game I can
Okay.
play.
Okay.
But I will say a game that you can play offline that I really enjoy that's always a go-to, and it's been out for a couple of years, is Trials.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Trials HD. Or no, Trials Evolution. What's the one? Whatever one is on the Xbox One? Trials Evolution, I believe it is.
So
I really enjoy it.
On Trials, because it's all about like against your friends. Does it save your times and then publish them when you do connect to the Xbox?
Probably.
To Xbox Live?
Probably. It always has issues when you're not on. It has issues when you're not online, but you can still play it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because it's like I can't see anything
I don't
else.
know what's
Help me!
going
Help me!
on.
I'm like, no, just play the game. Let's do this.
Jordan, how about you?
I think I'm going to go with Trials too. That's a good offline game.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with that one.
You're a little copycat.
I'm in the 20th century. I play online.
Yeah, but there are times when you go out in the middle of nowhere.
I know.
Jordan
I just-
plans his vacations
Around internet.
around Wi-Fi.
Around hotspots.
Except soon, right? Or are you gonna have internet the whole time, just not high speed internet?
Well, I don't know if the place we're going will have internet, but I won't be able to play anyway because we got stuff scheduled like every day, all day.
Worst kind of
so.
vacation, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know.
That's enough, the both of you.
I agree.
But I do have my phone with a lot of data, so I'll
Oh,
be playing
baby.
a lot of Hearthstone.
Are you gonna do a lot of
Ooh,
Pokemon Go?
Pokemon Go. Come
yeah,
on.
Pokemon
you know it,
Go.
you know.
Yeah, Pokemon Go. But Hearthstone too is my vacation game.
Very nice.
I have
Let me-
games and then
Let me do this
vacation
sound
games,
one more
so-
time. Oh,
You're already there.
I already did it.
You got to go back and then back.
Okay.
That's enough, the both of you.
This is the portion of the show where we talk about what we've been up to and what we've been playing. Let's start at the end of the line. Actually, maybe I'll go first. No, I went first last time. Go ahead. Mr. McSpicy, what were you up to this week? What did you play? What did you enjoy? What did you wrap your hands around and say, yes, this is gaming?
Yeah, what did you do?
Oh, that.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
wow,
did
man.
you
what
do?
did you do
This
all
just got
week?
real.
Do
Come
you?
on.
Wow, now it's not. It wasn't. It's no longer a friendly question. Oh my goodness.
Did you do something this week?
I did. I played. Because it's my gym and a new character came out, new patches with balance updates and all that stuff, and it's just a great game. I played a lot of Overwatch.
Good.
Oh, nice.
Good for you.
Yeah. Going to be entering the tournament. $300,000 reward there.
Yeah, we're looking
Oh,
to
it's
do
easy
that.
pickings.
Oh, yeah, it's yours?
I'm in.
It's yours?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
don't even have to.
The skill level that we're at right now.
Just gonna do
We
whatever.
should have X1Bros tryouts.
my potato
you
chips
could
right
be the
there.
captain, and we'll have tryouts. X1Bros tryouts.
Okay. Okay.
We'll take resumes. Send your resumes to Mr. McSpicy on Xbox Live.
Yeah. There you go. Send them right there, and I'll see what you got.
So how are you doing? Are you improving? Are you competitive with the big boys yet in the console world?
I would say so.
Okay.
I can hold my own.
And
yeah.
what is your what is your style of play?
I'm very reactive against what the other team does,
Okay.
and I try to be reactive to how idiotic my teammates are.
Okay.
So-
Does that frustrate you sometimes?
No matter what game you play, if you are playing with people that just hang out in your home base, and so you're a man down or two men down, you're going to be frustrated. And it's not as frustrating in quick play, but it's really frustrating in ranked play.
Okay.
Because that's when it means something.
Yeah.
You
That's
know?
when you need your best team you can get.
I sent a friend. So me and Jordan, we played. We wanted to see what our rankings were.
Sure.
So I was actually doing really well before I played with Jordan.
Yeah,
Jordan has
can I-
bad luck.
Can I tell this story?
Go
fr-
for it.
From my perspective. So Mark tells me, I go, because I was probably the only one in the world that hasn't reached 25 yet.
Because you need
So-
to hit rank 25 to play
before
ranked.
you play ranked
Sure.
matches. So I was like, okay, I'll just play a lot this week. So I played it. We got to 25, and Mark's telling me, he's like, oh, Jordan, these quick matches suck, man. I get into ranked. I'm playing with real people. They're close, good matches, and we win. It's going to be
Yeah,
great.
it's
I can't
fun
wait till you
because
get in
there's
there,
a lot
Jordan.
less-
It's competitive.
There's a lot less idiots
Yeah.
because in quick
Yeah.
play they're like
the competition level goes up.
Well, and things are on the line now, so you don't have
Yeah.
people just doing whatever,
dinking around, all
So-
that stuff. So anyway, Mark's he's going, Jordan, it's
So much better. I was telling him it's so much
He's like,
better.
it's gonna be so. The competitive level is just. I mean, even if you lose, you feel good. Like it's a great atmosphere. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, this is great. So we played the first game, and it was everything he said. It was great. It was fantastic.
Oh yeah, the
had-
first game was awesome.
and it was to the wire switch. It was a capture the objective.
Sure.
And I mean, we went up 10%. They went up 10%. I mean, it was a good back and forth. We finally got it.
I had record level healing because I was Lucio.
We finally got it. They were at 85%. We were at 99%. The overtime was going all the way down. And what did we come to the conclusion? Someone lag switched, or
Oh, so
someone.
somebody
we
didn't
think
want to take the
someone did
loss?
something because all of a sudden
They
the
pulled
whole
their-
game froze and we got kicked out.
They
to the
pulled
main
their
menu.
Ethernet cord out of their box. The whole game froze, and we all got
Yeah.
ejected.
And from that point, it got worse and worse.
That was game one.
Yeah, we lost the next 6 matches because we had at least
6 in a row.
At least 2 to 3 players not playing, and what was frustrating
How long
is
does it take them to get kicked then if they're just sitting in the home base?
No,
Well, they,
if they move around, they're
they
fine.
they move around. They'll switch character. They'll spend 5 minutes deciding I want to be this character. Then they'll run out and go, oh no, I want to change my mind and go to
So they're
Anyway.
not there to. So are they doing it on purpose or they're
No,
just?
I think they're just having a.
they're noobs.
Well,
I
I would.
don't-
s-
I
I-
d-
you got to be smarter than you go into a ranked game and do this.
That's
So
quick
I-
match stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And
Anyway,
then,
there was this one point when we were playing, and another great game. Going back and forth. I mean, there were some frustrating parts, but going back and forth.
Jordan has the
I
worst
think-
luck.
I think
I'm
it
not
was-
playing with him anymore.
I think it was frustrating because me and Mark were literally doing all the work at this point.
Yeah.
We did get my brother-in-law later that night, and when
That
we
helped.
control half the team, we actually did a lot better. But we were playing this game where it actually went to a sudden death, and what it does is it flips a coin, and it picks what team needs to do an objective, and they have 1 minute and 30 seconds to get that objective, right?
Okay.
So we were defending. All we had to do was not let them cap the point for 1 minute and 30 seconds. So Mark and I, with our wisdom,
I got
Mark,
Roadhog.
Mark goes Roadhog.
so I can.
I went
tanky
I
healing
went
character.
Lucio to keep him up, and because our team needed a healer. Everyone else went with Tracer. Like, what is she gonna do? Tracer
She's
and
not a
Genji
defe-
and
you need defensive
yeah, like, that's-
characters.
And they were just over. They weren't defending.
Yeah,
Oh,
like-
they were on the attack. They
like-
treated it like a normal match or something, like
Tracer,
deathmatch.
Tracer and Genji are great characters by themselves, but their job is to go behind enemy lines and bother people. When you're just literally 1 minute and 30 seconds, you just need to hold it.
Like Bastion would be.
Yeah,
excellent.
that would have been, and even
That'd
on
be a good
the
one.
level we were on, he actually would have been really good.
It was quite hilarious, and it was just like,
And the thing that killed me is we held it until about 10 seconds left, and then you just can't do it when the whole team.
You just can't do it by yourself.
When Tracer's literally a glass cannon, and it was just even the other team picked all tanks because all they're doing is charging at you.
Yeah.
It's 1 minute and 30 seconds.
yeah, Tracer's gonna do a lot to Winston, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's
So.
Oh, poor Jordan.
No, yeah, and then one of the guys was just hanging out on our base, and I want to be an influence for good for these people that play.
You're a positive gamer.
So I'm like, you know what? I'll just shoot him a message. I shot him the message. I just said, it's super frustrating to, or I said, please play with us. It's hard on us. You know, I was very polite about it.
Sure.
It's hard when you do this to other teams. It makes it not very fun. So could you join us? He replied, STFU. I was like, oh. Okay, and then I said, I was like, really? You know, I was extremely polite, and the next one he called me a fag. So I'm like, okay, I think some people just have a lost cause.
Some people are just there to be tools.
So I was trying to help this kid,
yeah.
and then while I was messaging him, get this, I did. Okay, so I was messaging him, and then I got bumped from the game. So I got an automatic loss in a ranked game. Which, by the way, it was almost a learning experience. If somebody leaves, the game ends,
Oh.
and no one loses anything.
Oh, wow.
Does that
well,
make sense?
you can.
Well, because it left
it'll
at the
count-
beginning.
It'll count as at the beginning.
So
but-
because I got kicked at
Yeah,
the beginning
during the
before
game, it's a little-
before the game started, and then it just disbanded the match, and then
Wow.
But they do give you a rejoin option because I got kicked one match, but I was able to rejoin.
Yeah,
really
you did.
quick,
You
so
did.
that was nice.
But they didn't do that because it was the beginning of the match, which is funny because I'm like, it almost sounds hypocritical that I'm like, it was when I was chatting with this kid that was telling me to shut the, you know.
We had already lost anyway.
And so I was trying to be an influence for good for this kid. And literally like 5 seconds and Overwatch booted me out. Like it was bad. That's like, whew, you're gone. Anyways.
Wow. Okay, so besides Overwatch, what else did you play this week? Anything else?
I played some Red Dead Redemption, I think, last weekend after the show,
Sure.
but before this show.
Oh, okay.
And that counts.
That does count. That does count.
But I also played a new Dungeons and Dragons.
And what
game.
did you think of Sword
Coast Legends.
Legends, yes. What did you think of Sword Coast Legends?
It was really fun. I had no idea what it was.
Mm-hmm.
This was, I just get usually this is what happens. I get a text from David that says, buy this game. It's hilarious. It's awesome. We're going to be dungeon masters. Oh, okay. And then Jordan calls me like 5 minutes later. Did you get David's text? So I'm like, okay, I'll go buy this. It's only $20. And by the way, this game is fantastic for $20.
Very well done. A huge value, especially if you've got a bunch of friends to play with. Huge value, in my opinion.
I think, of course, this game is exponentially the fun. Here's the fun meter right here. It goes
Yeah.
up as you have
The
friends
hockey
to
stick.
play.
Yeah.
Whoop. When you have more friends to play, because it's a 4-player co-op game.
Yeah.
The fun just increases. And I had a really good time playing it. We played that for the Couchcast on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was fun.
I was a mage, so I am I tried to make a female character, but I ended up looking like Malfoy from Harry Potter.
you did.
He's Malfoy.
A mix between
Sounded
Malfoy
like him,
and
too.
David Bowie is
Yeah,
what I look
really?
like.
Really?
Yeah.
So I didn't look that hot.
You're
I
rocking,
hope you guys are okay with
You're
that.
rocking our Slytherin socks off.
So anyways, I was a mage and figuring all that out. What's fun about this game, we just went and we didn't look at the tutorial or anything. We just went into cold, just boom.
Cold
Fire
hard.
away. But it's really fun. The game is called Sword Coast Legends. I hear it got bad reviews. I don't watch reviews, but I hear it got bad reviews, which is weird because I'm really enjoying this game.
Yeah, well, so from certain major publications,
Okay.
it got 5s and 6s.
Out
From-
of 10.
From YouTube reviewers, the people.
The people.
It got must buys. It got 9s. It got 8s. It got, if you are a Dungeons and Dragons fan, this game is for you.
Okay.
It's very much, it's a mix between Diablo, Divinity Original Sin, and Boulder Gate Online.
Yeah.
Boulder Gate's not online, just Boulder Gate.
Boulder Gates, yeah.
Boulder Gate Online.
Boulder's Gate.
Boulder's Gate.
Right? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're messing with my head now.
Sorry, no.
Don't.
Yeah, so and with co-op. It's excellent. I really enjoy it. Jordan, how about you? What'd you play this week?
At the beginning of the week, I jumped back and forth between Elder Scrolls Online and DC Universe Online because I just playing those.
Okay, since you were jumping back and forth between them, which compare the two?
Well, it's hard. They're different. I like them both for different reasons.
Okay,
you
what
know.
are those reasons?
Elder Scrolls, the story is really, the lore, I guess, is really good. Some
Sure.
of the stories aren't, but the lore is really good. It's more of your kind of traditional MMO, if you will. I mean, more along those lines. And DC Universe is just, I mean, it's DC Universe in that world. It's your action combat MMO. It's a lot of fun. DC Universe is definitely a little bit more outdated graphically, not necessarily features wise, but graphically, which isn't, that doesn't mean anything, right? But no, I like them both.
Nice.
For different,
All
I
right.
like them both.
What else?
I have a lot of Overwatch. I hit 25, and we did the ranked match, and I did get ranked. I am skill ranked 45,
Ooh.
which I thought was
Hey.
really good compared
to losing every
compared
ranked
to
game because of,
I'm not trying to say I'm really good at that game. I think I'm progressively getting better. I don't think I'm bad, but the first 6 losses were literally not my fault.
yeah.
They weren't Mark's fault either. They were people who chose Tracer on a defense only.
Or when we are the only ones on the objective, pushing for the objective. Remember that one? What map was that? Whatever. Winston's house. You know that
Yeah.
map? Winston's house. We kept
Gibraltar.
Where were they? They're playing like patty cake in the back or something.
Hey,
It was like so strange.
I understand people don't know how to play and stuff, but just in Overwatch, it's an objective-based gameplay, so it's more important to stay on the objective instead of running out and trying to spawn.
Let them
camp.
come to you.
Yeah, you don't want to spawn camp the enemy. You know what I mean? That's not the best.
That's
idea
not
in
how this game
Overwatch.
works.
Yeah, no, it's an objective base. It's better to die on the objective than it is to go buff your kill rating out by yourself.
Okay.
Because it's
So it's not-
unlike most first-person shooters.
Yeah, it's not.
This everything is about the win-loss.
Yeah, it's an
It's
objective.
it's not about
arena.
KD. It's
Yeah.
not about any stats. Although those are fun to look at. You win or you lose, and you want to win. So, if you go out to them so they can kill you faster, and if you kill them, they spawn closer to where it's just quicker for them to spawn. It hurts your team. So
People just got to get used to that.
yeah.
Yeah,
It'll
it's
be
different.
nice.
I mean, it's just different. I mean, we were doing the same things when we first started playing.
Yeah.
It's different. It's not Call of Duty. It's not Titanfall. It's not even Battlefield. It's a different style of shooter.
absolutely.
And I hope we don't sound so negative. It was just super frustrating to get.
Well, I think it was
before I
frustrating-
played with Jordan, there's this meter on your
It was-
wins.
It was really frustrating.
And then when I played with Jordan, it was all losses. And
it was frustrating because Mark talked it up for a week.
I was like, ranked
And
is
then-
awesome. You got to check it out.
No, and it was. I mean, if you want,
And the
good
games are
competitive-
better than quick.
If you want good competitive gameplay, ranked is the way to go. But it was. Yeah, it's just frustrating when you're. We weren't frustrated with the players. We were frustrated with people sitting at the base.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Reptar8U in chat says, all this talk about Overwatch is really going to make me buy it this weekend. I need to find a group to play it with, though. Buy it, play it with us.
Yeah, you can play with us.
Go over
Yeah.
to the XoneBros
Hit
forums.
25, but we'll play quick matches.
So, Raptar HU, one of the greatest things about this game, there's a lot of great things, I won't say that. One of the things I like a lot about this game is they have a request to join group feature. So,
So if you see friends online,
if you see your friends online, you can just go request to join group, and they can hit a button. Sort of, they have to press start and go into it. But then you can just join their game right away. If you for example, a lot of the people in the community invite me to games, and I'm in the middle of a game and I don't want to leave the game. So if I were to accept the invite, it would take me out. I don't want to do that. But they have hey, can I play with you? And I can say yes, and then they just join my game, and it's a fantastic feature. I wish more games had that. So that's another reason to get it, because you can just request to play with friends on your list and everything, and you can go to the forums to find a lot of Overwatch players.
Yeah, absolutely. So add us as friends. Go over to the forums and jump on. Chad Nisha in chat also has a little compliment for McSpicy.
Uh-oh.
He says, whoever does your beard line, McSpicy, is an artist.
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah.
That's big.
Who does do your beard line?
For the most part, me.
You are an artist, my friend.
I have 98% of the time I do it, and then if I'm feeling like I need to get a shave from the barber, I go to Blake the barber.
Blake the barber is the man.
And there is nothing, men out there. There are few things in the world as awesome as getting a shave from a barber, where they lay you
Use a
back
straight razor.
and you get the straight razor, and he does that occasionally. But this line I get from my dad's. I try to match my dad's beard.
Oh, very nice.
He can sport a.
Dude, the man looks good in a beard.
He's
And
had
in fact,
a beard his whole life.
I don't think I know what he looks like with one, actually.
I've seen it and it scared me.
Wow.
He looked different, and I didn't know
Does
what
he
to do
look-
with my
does-
life. My
does-
whole world
Your whole
changed.
worlds collided
Yeah,
right there.
yeah. So that's what he has had a beard since he was like 10, and I've tried to match that. So thank you, Chad Disha. Wow, I feel all happy now.
Yeah.
What else? Anything else you played, Jordan?
And then to close out the week, I jumped into Diablo after playing Sword Coast. I just really like Diablo. I think I like dungeon crawlers. I think Diablo is very well polished, and I enjoy playing it. So I like to jump in every now and then.
Oh, very nice. So, anything new in Diablo? Anything?
Other than just the usual. I mean, yeah, no.
Okay, what
Same
did you
old.
think?
I mean,
of,
they added those new
of
areas. and
Sword
stuff.
Coast Legend.
I liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Was it what you expected?
I think that's a game you can get lost in by yourself as well when you do those custom matches or those dungeon made,
Sure.
where people make the dungeon or the dungeons master make them for you, or just I mean it's a cool story. I think it really is the tabletop game perfectly put into video game form.
Yeah.
Able to play with Xbox Live. It is a bit choppy, and I don't feel like it's well optimized that much.
Yeah, there was times, especially
But-
I think when you're going through dungeon doors.
And I think maybe
felt like it really-
being in co-op might have lagged it a little, but no, it was for the most part it was really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. 20 bucks.
For myself, I did play some Red Dead Redemption this week. It feels so good to be back into it. I also played some Forza 6. Love that game. I'm working on the next set of circuits. So
Nice.
we should have another race night.
Yeah, that was
guys.
fun.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
Oh, team race. That's what we should do next. Team race night.
Team race night.
I'm down. I'm
All
totally
right.
down.
Yeah, because you can. That would be fun.
Yeah. I predict Jordan will let us down.
Yeah.
For some reason, one-on-one, the man is unstoppable.
But
Like,
when there's
the
a
man beats me.
well, because you can get in his head really easy
Yeah,
in
yeah.
any game, especially a game where if you get nudged and you slam into the wall, it's your transmission's blown. You can't go anywhere.
He was getting so mad that night. It was great. It was great.
So the first lap he's great. That second lap when you start to wear and tear on everything, and that one nudge, and he's done. He's gonna throw the controller across
The
the room.
game I really liked and enjoyed was Sword Coast Legends. Great game. What I really thought was fascinating about that game is I know the story that's going along for the most part, but I found it incredibly immersive. And I think that that's hard to do, number one, in a co-op game, because in co-op, the immersion factor is you with your friends, right? But this managed to keep me in the story, in the world, and with my friends. Like, it did what, on a easier version, I think, what real Dungeons & Dragons does for people. Like, why people get together and play with their friends Dungeons & Dragons.
Yeah.
This did it on a video game level for me.
Yeah.
I think.
Very in depth too. Like the amount of skills that you have, your
Oh.
statistics and stuff that you have. Very cool.
So one of the things I liked that I didn't think I would like, I always appreciate your own loot table, but
Sure.
there's something about your friend stealing your loot
Oh,
that's
yeah.
hilarious.
I love that there's no loot table because we actually started to, okay, you can use this, you use this.
That's how I play.
Jordan,
Jordan
here's a shield.
Jordan gives no Fs.
Well, I was just taking all the gold.
Yeah, okay.
Which
you share.
The
You do
sh-
share
the gold
gold.
is shared, yeah.
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 Anyways, tons of fun. That's what I played this week. Great. We have one more question that came in Facebook Live.
Oh, okay,
Are
cool.
you ready for this? Well, this will take us out for the night. This comes from Jeremy Raj. Jeremy Raj says, "You guys are awesome. Usually listen every Saturday morning while I'm at work, but I'm able to catch the live on Facebook tonight. Thumbs up." Literally, a
Yeah.
thumbs up.
Sorry the show was halfway through when you got to see
Yeah.
it. Oh, my bad.
He wants to know, what's your current favorite game to play by yourself and current favorite game to play with friends? Jeremy says, I'm loving Red Dead Redemption myself, and I'm actually liking Doom multiplayer right now. I will say Doom multiplayer is very good. And I was surprised. I was like, oh, this is just like Halo in the beta and stuff.
Wasn't the beta not very good?
No, the beta.
Yeah.
I was not impressed with at all.
Yeah.
The final product is very good. I love it actually. The mechanics are excellent. It feels unique. It doesn't feel like a Halo skin at all. Very, very well polished. And I kind of rocked people at that game. So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you
Well,
know, that
that's a good reason to
that
like it.
always helps. McSpicy, single player and multiplayer game. Go. right now that you enjoy playing? Well, Overwatch has got to be your multiplayer, right?
For sure.
Okay.
And get me in a week, this would probably change or two. Or I'm a phase gamer. I go hardcore in one game and then never see it again. So he used Red Dead. I don't think we should be allowed to use that because that's a go-to for us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Overwatch, you know what I really like too? Okay, so and right now I'm just enjoying Overwatch like you can't imagine. I like turning my mic off sometimes in the middle of the night. I don't have any pants on. Go hang out in the office, turn on the game, and just play Overwatch. I don't know if that counts.
So Overwatch is your multiplayer and your single player.
Single
game.
player, just to relax, quick match. Not ranked, because I want my buddies in ranked.
I want my pals.
I have 12 Gen A's. I want my buddies, but there's something about just if you can't sleep, turning Overwatch on. And just kicking. I have a little stool. I kick my feet up, and I just have a good time. And I listen to my own music.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Nice.
great.
Jordan, how about you? Single player and multiplayer?
Multiplayer probably Overwatch. Okay. We've been doing that a lot.
Okay.
Single player.
Iris is right. Sorry to cut you off. And Witcher 3 is great. That's a good single player game. I will just say that is an actual single player game. Iris, you're right. And he wants me to finish that while streaming it. Mm-hmm. And I should. You guys are going to you're going to hate me.
Oh, the way that he plays that game is very similar to the way I play that game. And that is to go do useless, pointless crap.
You're walking this way. It's how I play Red Dead too. That's why I started cow tipping and playing skunk soccer. I just what's over there? I got to do this, but no, I'm going to check that out. And then that person talks, and I go over there, and then I go over there. Yeah. So
circular quest.
Witcher 3. Sorry to cut you off, but that's a great answer.
So
No,
Overwatch is your multiplayer.
Multiplayer, as of right now, single player, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to say Diablo, because you can do it single player. Yeah. You can do it multiplayer, but I just like playing it just to relax,
Right now, my multiplayer would have to be Forza.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed that game.
You can do that as single player, too.
You can also do it as single player. And I actually really enjoy that game as a single player. That, however, is cheating. And I don't want to cheat like McSpicy. So
I eventually stopped cheating. Thanks to Irish in chat.
So for my single player, I will say Far Cry Primal right now is where it's at for me. There is nothing like walking around barefoot.
That's a good one.
Hunting bears and beasts of the woods. And I want to do that in survival mode.
Yeah.
That appeals to me.
Have you
like no
played
other.
that recently, or have you not had a chance?
I haven't had. I mean, this is the first week. Wednesday night was the first night I was able to connect my Xbox and computer.
And you have internet now, right?
And I have internet now, and it's glorious. Yeah, it's like my life is complete. My life is back. Everything is in order.
Good.
You know?
Yeah, I do know.
Yeah.
I've been through the same thing, so that's great. That's great. I'm glad you have internet. It just makes me feel better about everything.
Me too.
Yeah.
And that is the podcast for this week. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Mr. McSpicy, take us out of here. Where can people find you? What will you be up to this week? And when will you be streaming? Do you know?
I don't have a set schedule.
Okay, no set schedule. Go.
I just, you know what?
Wing it.
I will. I have people like Ryan in chat that'll tell me, have you tweeted yet that you're streaming right now? I'm like, oh, yeah, thanks. Hell, yeah. I'm just not very good at doing stuff like that. So if you want to find out when I'm streaming, like Red Dead, for example, hop on my Twitter. It's at Mr. McSpicy. And then I will be playing Red Dead probably, but I don't know. I have this Overwatch still. I can't get it out of my system, so I'll be playing a lot of Overwatch.
Very nice. Jordan, how about you?
I'm going out of town, so I'll be playing the Nintendo Wii while
That's
I'm down
right.
there, and then just Hearthstone.
Are you going to bring your 3DS?
Hearthstone and Pokemon. Yeah, I'll bring that too.
okay.
And I'll bring the Nintendo as well, the Wii U. But
That's right. Next week, it will just be McSpicy and myself, and we'll be rocking this solo.
We'll figure out. I know.
Neither of us know the news, so it might just be like, did you hear, McSpicy, did you hear about this? I think I heard something about it. I don't know.
Can I compliment Jordan, by the way?
Go ahead.
Everybody listening, Jordan is the craziest knowledge buff you with news and with data and everything. It's when he left last week to go throw up. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, it was
You're like
it's like, hey, Mark, I think this game is coming out.
and I'm like, Oh, is that the basketball game? No, it's a wrestling game. I had no idea what's going on.
So if you want, basically, if you
We're going to try our best without Jordan.
Come in next week. It might just be a comedy fest, you know, next week's episode. But either way, it'll be a good time. I am XoneBros everywhere. Go look me up on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. Add us on Xbox Live. If you are into Ark and you want to join a tribe, Xbox Official 453. We are the Alpha Tribe. Head over to XoneBros.com. Check out the forums. Check out our Facebook page, Twitch. Watch us stream. Go watch our Let's Plays on YouTube. Our goal is to be everywhere. We're going to take over the world. Positive Gaming. We'll see you guys next week. Woo!